Alright, we're diving back into the game. Back into the game that I was going to stream to begin with. Probably gonna switch back to my old save file, to be honest. Like, I didn't want to get into the new DLC stuff, but I feel like it's kind of built with some base game progress in mind. Like the L path is. So, oh right, I gotta switch the game capture. And we're doing the old save file for now. Yeah, the new save file for now, not the old one. We're going to check our progress, obviously. That's the first thing we gotta do. No, I have 0. Alright. Glacial light when enemy is frozen. Oh, that's interesting. This would be fun to mess around with. Let's do some more mycelia. Let's do all path. Just to end the stream. No, I'm advertising this as a new DLC content stream. I might as well actually explore the new DLC content. All right. Definitely going cloak and dagger. No questions about. Fucking select it. There we go. I might try and hook up a controller next time I play. But for now, we're just gonna keep going mouse and keyboard. I am starting to get used to it. Like I don't know if I feel like my gameplay's been a little better. So I am adapting. Still find it annoying that you have to attack this fucking thing before you're allowed to leave. Like I wish you could just like leave. Having to deal with that like is definitely irritating. Or it's a way to turn off the little golden guys, because like, it's not like they have much difficulty. You can't just ignore them. And attacking them only really provides benefits. Like, I don't like the fact that they block you off from like leaving sooner. I imagine if there's a speedrunning scene, I imagine they hate those guys. I would think. I know I hate those guys. And I'm not even a speedrunner. I can just see situations where one might be able to stop you getting the time capsule, which I imagine isn't fun. Alright. Oh fuck, I just noticed. Like, yeah, I don't like that the foliage blocks that that other room, because I couldn't even tell what it was. I feel like that's a bit of a design oversight. If ever there was one. Going power. I mean, overall, it's pretty solidly built DLC. I've only noticed a couple of issues I'd have with it here and there. Right, so that actually causes damage when you leave it. I just noticed. That's interesting. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's go. Let's go. So he has a lot of space between his attacks, it seems. Did I really just target randomly? I could have sworn that it was more toward the player. Oh, fuck. Trying to get his number down. Yeah, I'm getting his timings. I'm starting to get his timings. I gotta take some more before I make really good at this fight, but I'm starting to figure him out. Oh. I say as I dodge directly into one of his projectiles. There we go. Nah, I'll take a great chance, why not? Just thank you for your patronage, maximize our profits. To continue to maximize our services, you can now reroll items at the shop for a minor fee. Talk to me at the counter when you want to give the change a try. Alright. I'll take a magic tome. But I don't have enough money for whatever he'd reroll into. No, I forgot to break the sign. Yeah, if he doesn't want people breaking the sign, why does he store money inside of it? Like, I feel like that's a pretty big issue. You know, if he hates people breaking the sign up. I'm not even sure why you'd store money inside of a sign right next to your shop door. That's just because like an invitation to be stolen from. I would say that's very poor security. I don't think I would trust this man with my finances. I definitely wouldn't trust him to run a shop like that if my money was at stake. I feel like Arlen is just deeply irresponsible. And maybe he shouldn't be allowed to run such businesses. Maybe that's just me though. That looks like something. It was something. Does that mean this is also something? Yes, it does. And that, by extension, should mean this is something. Yeah, sir. Alright, we're probably gonna hit the floor boss again. We'll have another try at that. I feel like I honestly made that boss fight a lot harder than it had to be. I think a lot of that came down to the skill issues that I was experiencing. That shouldn't be a problem the second time around because my skills are increasing. But oh, that's cheap. Anyway. There we go. Alright, it should be the next couple rooms where the boss fight is. I would say probably the room after the next, if it isn't the next room. Is my prediction. Like I still haven't really nailed down like how many rooms you have to clear to get to bosses. If it is consistent, maybe there is some variance. Goliath warrior. Sharp necklace, never uses skill. Your next weapon attack is guaranteed crit. Your person enemy does burn damage. I'll take it. Alright, and we'll take skill damage while we're at it. I feel like Geo is going to be massively helpful. Having a source of, you know, free damage, basically. That can also deal damage on its creation, unlike Ballista. So I feel like Ballista would be probably better for this fight. Considering facts like how Ballista can like sit in one spot dealing damage straight to him, but instead of like the Geos, which kind of move around. Uh-oh. I keep reading his name is Dunkaroos. Maybe that just shows I'm a little bit of a nostalgia freak at the moment. You know, I'm getting to the age where nostalgia starts hitting you in waves. Okay, so we gotta hit his limbs. I didn't realize first time I fought him, he could hit his limbs. So I guess his immune phase might not actually be that big of a deal. There we go. We got him. That was a lot easier than the first time I did this. I was definitely in the throes of some major skill problem. Oh, okay. There we go. He has a second phase. Honestly, that does make sense. Okay. Okay. So that probably requires some perfect dodges. Ow. I would have been better off just not moving on that attack. Looks like, at least. Alright, so it looks like that one might be a little bit picky about when you dodge it. It can still damage his limbs, right? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, no, there we go. What? I couldn't even tell what hit me. I don't like how small you get in this boss fight. I think it's sort of similar with Screech's Up, but for some reason in this fight, it makes it kind of harder to keep track of the Ember Knight you're playing as. I would say, from my own noticing. We're gonna go to... I'm gonna take this to like 2:30, so this is gonna be an extra long episode when it hits YouTube. Alright, now let's see. Battle convergence, you use a purpose heal, you heal. Heal them out too. Alright, so it looks like you can unlock permitted upgrades for the relics. Because I already had this, but it used to be heal them out 1. So I guess once you get all the relics that you're able to get, then it just starts doing that. That's interesting to note. That's definitely some mechanics I kind of like. You know what? I'm going to swap over to my primary save file. Just for funsies. And see how far I can get. We already saw this. Oh, we have to watch this again. All right. I was dead silent the first time we sat through this, but I want to say I love the architect's design. Like, there's so much going on, and there's a whole lot of like different details to it, but it still feels like very cohesive visually speaking, which can be pretty difficult to pull off. Like, I've seen a lot of designs that try that just end up looking really busy. And of course, we got Dr. Him again. It appears he's stuck inside of his own hat. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Why am I invisible? The fuck? We're gonna restart. And I'm gonna report that as a bug after I play this. What the fuck? Flipping that. Flipping that absolutely. I make a clip right now, actually? No. I'll just remember to post that later. Alright. Just this again. I'm assuming Ember still got nothing to say about this. There's the collector Ember. I prefer Astral though. Why do they make cat sounds? Yeah, pastel. I don't think I'm gonna like how pastel looks at this. into this. Alright, as you can see, I do have a lot more progress already in the bag. Modify weapon. Alright, so we're gonna head straight into the alt path. And hopefully, now that I'm on this much more completed setup, we'll be able to get a lot deeper. Back into mycelia. Yeah, this feels a lot better already. Yeah, I feel like the customization is something they've done really well in this game too. I like how the cosmetics all have like unique kind of eye effects, and they have like unique like layering. I don't know what I'm going on about. I like the color palettes, I would say. I do wish there was more like outfit choice, but I get that since they tie it to weapon, then that might make it a lot more difficult. Like to have more customizations, like they would have to make, you know, new outfits for each individual weapon, and that sounds like it could be a little bit of a, you know, logistical headache. And you know, it's just from what I know, the dev team isn't like that big, so they might not have the resources to expend on such things. You know, they definitely got to focus on the priorities, and I think making the gameplay feel better is definitely good priorities over giving nerds like me cosmetic options. That's my view on it, though. I will say, though, like, you know, I would like more cosmetic options, personally speaking, like in terms of outfits. But if that would mean less focus on the gameplay, then I completely understand why we don't have more of that. Like, maybe in some options, like I think a hood would be cool. Like, you know, we got the cat ears, so like that shows head things can happen. Like, I think the option to have like a hood on the scythe, for instance, would be really fun to have. Do I use Phantom Spear? I don't think I'd use Phantom Spear. I'm gonna try it. Oh, not you again. Hate this thing so much. Oh, come on. Did you just despawn already? Jesus, why do you last so long? Hate that fucking thing. It's just a waste of time every time it appears. I can't stand it. I get the idea as like it's a little fun thing that appears to give more money. Like gunfire or something similar with the lizard in the vault, but like that's a special vault you can choose to ignore and you can leave it anytime. Like if the door was open, like the moment you kill all the enemies, but that guy stuck around, that'd be one thing. I wouldn't care. I would just leave the room. Or I would keep attacking him if I really felt like getting gold. But having you forced to deal with him every time he appears, even though he's like barely an enemy, he doesn't even damage you, is very, very annoying in my opinion. And I wish that wasn't the way it worked. I wish it was more a system of like, he's an optional thing you can do if you want the gold, but if you don't want the gold, you can just ignore him. I think that'd be a far more tolerable design choice. Like you could even have the door closed like the second you've dealt with them, if you really want to. No, I'm starting to think I actually have used this before. There we go. Ow. I didn't even get 1 health. Unless I did, and I just didn't notice. Oh, fuck. That felt cheap. Anyway. Nope. There we go. At least we get the skill tablet. You know, that's all I really care about. Not gonna say no to healing. What's this? Doesn't work. Whenever you poison an enemy, it has a bonus stack. Ballista. I gotta go with ballista. I'm gonna get rid of the phantom thing. 100 boots. I'll take healing. Alright. Yeah, the way they change up the enemy designs will still sticking to like the floor 1 enemies is like really interesting. I like how the mushroom guys, they found a way to keep them annoying, but but in a whole different way. So instead of like them having their weirdly like awkwardly timed like bomb they throw, they have a really awkwardly timed like burst attack they do. And I haven't really noticed what's different about like the big bug guys, so good to be honest. But the little bugs, you know, creating the little slowy mats whenever you kill one definitely encourages more use of ranged attacks. Which, given how popular, like, I think short range bow is getting as a strategy, I definitely feel was a good thing. But I feel like the frequency of the webbing on those guys gets very irritating. I mean, I'm the guy who thinks full stuns in video games is always like really cheap design, and I really don't like full stuns existing. Maybe I'm biased here, but in my opinion, I think when you resort to a full stun and something that takes the controls out of the player's hands and, you know, like rips away the controller from them for a second and just kind of fucks them over, I hate that in design. I feel like it's lazy. I mean, I get why game developers do it. It's like it's an easy way to add more challenge to something. But I feel like there's never been a case where it feels earned, you know? Like you could have just had that attack deal damage or like knockback or something like that. And had a similar effect. It isn't nearly as irritating. It's at least with like knockback, that's something happening to you. You aren't just like frozen still for a second. And just kind of forced to sit there and contend with whatever happens. Like, at least that feels justified in why you can't really fight it, you know? I see the cat. How do I get the cat? How do I get the pet cat? I have to look that up. I would like to have Knight's Charge. Something like it. I don't know if it's the meta, but it's one of my favorites. That I hate. I don't like when they're in big groups. It makes them feel really way too hard to avoid. So I guess I could be leveraging my range attack more. I feel like I should be doing that. Your dagger is placed by 3 daggers. All right, take it. All right, let's fight him. I should have grabbed some health. That's on me. All right, now we know this is only a first phase, and now we have this knowledge, so that'll be useful. Oh, you can dodge them while they're blowing up. That's good to know. I wonder if those get debuffed separately. Oh, you can destroy them. All right. That's news. That definitely makes me consider this more. Unless they regenerate. They probably regenerate. Oh, Praxis is back. I thought he got, like, absorbed. Alright, now on the second phase. Gotta remember that the big old vomit attack is a very, I guess, picky timing on blocking it. There we go. Oh, fuck. That's damage I didn't need to take. That's my fault. Alright. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's very picky about dodging. And maybe that's just me, though. Maybe that's just me who thinks that. Maybe I'm just having some major skill issues. That's definitely possible. Now let's see what we got. What do you have for me? A harvest scythe. Your skills deal bonus damage against enemies with status ailments. That's some good looking shit, I gotta say. Select the skill to upgrade. I should upgrade chakra. It's a good skill. Alright, let's unlock a skill tablet. I like how all the skills you've unlocked are stored around here too. I think that's a nice touch. Wait, do they keep the Ice King, the Ice King's little thing going on? Do they keep his interaction? Like they went through all the trouble of making these interactions, and now they're just like unusable. Like, I'm not a fan of that. I wish you could still do that, you know. That's I find that a little upsetting. They got rid of the interactability. I feel like it helped give this game and like its little trophies a little bit more charm. And most games do. How do I even unlock? Also, I find it to be a bit of a shame that it doesn't seem like you can unlock the cat ears, honestly. I wish there's still a way to do that. Let me look up, I get the cat. Ember Knights. Pets. Okay, so you have to beat the game to get to the dog, and I'm assuming that that means you also have to beat Praxis to get the cat. Alright, so you gotta be the end bosses. That makes sense. Like, I understand that. So, alright, let's throw ourselves back at the main path. Let's mess around with that a little more. Maybe we can finally get a Praxis defeat. Who knows? Again, an automatic attack feature would be great, because my hand always hurts something fierce after playing this game. And we'll go with Geo. I'll take Geo. If that's a skill we should upgrade, we should upgrade to Geo, because he's really good. Though I wish his little icon here was a little bit more accurate to what he looks like in game. Because he's more a bit of a yellowish color, isn't he? You could get that's based on like the boss Geo, but I wish it looked like the Geo you actually spawn. And you just get those snowball that freezes. I'll take that. I've learned that max HP isn't as valuable a resource in this game as I used to think it was. Not that I'm not going to go out of my way to increase it at some point, but I think I used to put too much stock into increasing it, and that meant I wasn't doing any real good damage because I was going for HP over damage in cases. And I think that's a mistake I've been making. Uh-oh. What? What? I couldn't move. Like all of a sudden randomly couldn't move. Isn't the same button I hit back when it stopped me moving, and it's not happening? Oh, that was weird. You know, maybe I was just running into something and I didn't realize it. Maybe that's a mistake I was making. Maybe it's like me getting caught in some geometry. I'm sure that's what it was. Geo. Oh, Geo pierces enemies. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, and he even has like a little cold effect. Okay, so maybe he has effects based on whatever. Oh, you know what it is? He's based on your appearance. He's based on your ember selection, I think, because he looks kind of astral with the little back spikes. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Never mind. That's probably what it looks like if you have the default ember selected. Like his little profile picture there. Like it's not profile, his little skill picture there. I think that's definitely what's going on. Alright, never mind. Never mind, game developers. I take back what I said about that specifically. Alright, we're going up against Plaguebringer, the annoying one. Not the annoying one. The annoying one is Gust. You're the unknowable one, honestly. Yeah, the easier one. Even despite this attack. Even little Geo killed you. It wasn't even me that did that. Earn a vengeance, you beat an enemy. Harvest Scythe, your legend. Your skills deal bonus damage against enemies status ailments. I'll take it. Do I even deal status ailments? I just realized the question I should ask. I don't know why I took that. I don't need it. Alright, let's go. Oh wait, I do deal status ailments with the scythe. Did I open that with Geo? No. Gotta take a max health increase. You could definitely use one. It's a bit more useful than agility. I guess dodging further would be pretty useful for some bosses, but like for the most part, I feel like, you know, nice to have, definitely. Like I'm not gonna knock people for taking it, but I feel like you don't really need it. I feel like it's not as detrimental to your run as like increased damage. And I feel like increased health is gonna get you out of more binds and increased agility will. It could be wrong. You know, I'm not the best at this game. There's people better than me. Well, why didn't you spawn earlier? Why didn't you spawn earlier, Blast Bomb? I don't need you anymore. Huh. I'm not gonna go on about it. I'm not gonna go on about it. I'm not gonna go on about it. I've talked about it enough. I have complained enough. I still think what I think, but I've complained about it enough. Alright. Should be coming up in the boss relatively soon. These guys last multiple rooms. I don't know why I'm being so conservative about throwing them out. Oh, so throwing one despawns the other one. I thought I could have two. Never mind. And I do freeze, right? Whenever you use a skill, you throw a snowball that deals damage and freezes. Alright, let's build into freeze. There we go. Here's the boss. Alright. Let's go. Alright, use clear. My fastest defeat of this boss yet, honestly. That wasn't flawless? I thought it was flawless. Alright, I guess I got hit. I got hit and didn't notice. Bigger. I'll take the max health increase. Let's go to the ice world. Probably gonna end this video when this run ends. Honestly, I feel like that's the way I want to go about this. Like, the only reason I want to get views is so I can be sponsored by Circle. That's literally it. If I can get sponsored by Circle, my streaming dreams will be complete. I would happily shill for Circle's products. Maybe if you throws an enemy heal. I'll take healing. I'm not going to be a fool. I'll take extra health. My biggest problem is usually that I take a lot of damage I don't need to be taking. I could do with some healing. Yeah, I can't have more than one. All right. All right. Yeah, skill upgrades. I don't know why I almost like didn't care. Alright, just some vanguards. Yeah, Geo is definitely already proven himself one of the best items in the game. Frankly, I think you'd have to be dumb not to take Geo when available, because so far it's been nothing but really good. I've had no problems with Geo. I think it might be the new best skill in the game. We definitely gotta do more playing around with it, totally. I think I'm comfy saying that if it isn't the best, it's up there with one of them. And the fact that this is only the first skill unlocked from the new DLC is kind of wild. Phalanx Bros should be coming up fairly soon. Yeah, it's not the next room, so I'm gonna guess room after the next. Alright. Yep, I was right. we go. No, it's just regular phalanx. Alright. I'll take it. Alright. You're melting these bosses. See what we got. Juicy opal. I'm taking it. Never say no to a healing item. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we definitely deal some little insane damage. For once, we are not garbanzo beans. I think that's a temporary damage up. I feel like that's also new. I swear that wasn't a thing before. All right. See, this is the value of taking damage ups. I shouldn't have been so scarce on picking up things that aren't power gems before. I think I've focused too much in the past on health ups. There we go. I'll take Ash. No, 4 this time. All right. I'll play your game. There we go. Oh, I should have taken that backpack. Too late now. Alright, good news is, though, that we don't die, so we're going to keep moving. This run's going to go all the way to Praxis. I can feel it. This run might even defeat Praxis if we're lucky. We'll go see what Bob is up to. We are a little scarce. I'll drop Juicy Opal. Give me something good. I'll take it. I'm gonna refresh skills, shoot 2 seeking. I'll take it. No, more damage is always better. I think the 1 HP we got from Juicy Opal, we're not gonna miss too much. Not at the end of the day. A single point of health ain't gonna be doing us too good. Like, not that it's, you know, not good to have, but I feel like dealing more damage is always gonna be better. Alright, let's go up against the Ice King again. Yeah, we're definitely deal some heavy hits this time. That status ailments thing was totally worth it. Fuck. And I have thrown it away. Alright, well that was a good stream. I feel like that we had some fun. You know, next stream I'm gonna be hopping back to the new save file, and we'll see how far we can get. We'll see how much progress we can make. And like I said, once we catch up to where the old save file that I just showed off here is, we're probably going to be primarily playing on that. So I'll catch you later.